What changes are you noticing in the employee and employer relationship in recent years, especially at the executive level, that my clients should be aware of?
I think there's a lot more shifting of, there's a lot less loyalty, I think. I'm seeing people that have been with companies 25 and 30 years that all of a sudden are being let go. So the thing that I think your client should be aware of is that no one is safe anymore in terms of if the company is going to change directions, there's nothing that that executive can do to prevent that layoff. You can't prevent someone from terminating you. So I'm seeing that kind of shift in terms of um, who is susceptible to these types of changes, and more companies offering to pay severance to make it an amicable split. I think that employers are doing that to protect themselves, but the hassle of a lawsuit is just so costly and disruptive to their business that they'd rather pay out the money and make it more of an amicable split. So that's really what I'm seeing. So as an executive, if you see that coming, I get a lot of calls about people that say, well, I don't want to be terminated, so I'm going to quit because I don't want that as part of my resume that I was let go from this company. And that's the worst you can do, because then you walk away with nothing. I always say to clients, let it happen. Let it proceed through its natural course. You can negotiate the terms and classification of that in the process. You can call it a layoff. You can have the, for example, the big concern that a lot of executives have is, well, I don't want to be classified as having been terminated from a job, number one. And number two, where can I get a reference? And so to those two questions, I say, let it happen. You can negotiate that termination, and I put that in little air quotes, termination to be a layoff. You can classify it as a mutual separation in the agreement, and then you can have the calls regarding a reference go to a certain individual. That is all negotiable. You can negotiate with certain individuals that you faced off to in the company to provide that positive feedback reference, and leave HR to just provide dates of employment and last known salary. So those are all things that are part of the process that's negotiable, is the key. But walking away because you're afraid of being characterized as being terminated is the worst thing you can do for yourself.